Whoa, jingle! Happy time has just begun. Brother, sister, smart, dumb, fun. Yeah!
Boom. We are so on time today. It's terrifying how on time we are today. I know, right? Terrifying. Excellent arm dancing entertainment expert, crack entertainment expert, Chip Moehle, or as we have just shortened it to crack expert, Chip Moehle. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome aboard. Yes, you are here. It's Sunday. We're back. We took a little 2-week hiatus for mental health purposes and because it was technically the end of season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to season 3 of the Brother Sisters.
Holy
I know. That's right. 3. That's right. I was kind of holding that back a little bit because I wanted to surprise everybody with it, that we are, in fact, entering our 3rd season. Dude, there are awesome TV shows that don't even have a 3rd season, and yet here we are, the Brother Sisters Smart Dumb Fun, in their 3rd season with our tens of followers who are right alongside us. Let's go.
Thank you, tens of followers.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
tens
hope
of
we
followers.
don't jump the shark tonight.
I know. All right, so who is this? J.K. Hilbert?
That's my friend.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi, Chip's friend. Yes, we do look fantastic, don't we?
Of course. Did you expect anything less?
I guess. I'm like, this is an operation where we look good. Now, not as good as, say, those hot ladies that talk politics, but nevertheless, here we are. So, yeah.
We don't have
right on.
Mar-a-Lago face.
We do not have Mar-a-Lago face. Yes. Good. Yeah, that good Mar-a-Lago face, baby. Good work, you guys. You did great there. Good dog lips. Got my dog lips. Yes. Okay, good. Talk like a baby. Yes.
God.
So here it is. We are officially more than halfway through November. We have officially started season 3, episode 1 of the Brother Sisters, and we spent some. We're going to talk a movie today, or movies plural. I have no idea. So yeah, that's what we're up to. Pretty great, huh?
Movies.
Indeed. So, yeah. So I'm trying to think of. This has been. I had conferences this week at school, so my week. I don't even remember this week because all I did was work this week. It's so stupid. So
That's the stupidest.
it is. Anne, tell us what's new with you. Tell me something. What's new?
Nothing really. I mean, it's November. My favorite time of year is over, and now I'm trying to be one of those people that embraces the seasons, all the seasons, and I'm not doing a very good job.
It's okay. It's all right. Chip, what about you? What's going on? We haven't seen you on the show in a while, so tell us, crack expert, what's up?
Well, I grew all my hair out and then just shaved it off because it just looked stupid.
You clever bastard. Wait, hang on. Wait. We have so StreamYard, which is the platform that we use for our shows. They've added a bunch of sound effects. So in honor of your shaved head. Yeah, that's awesome. I know. Wait. Okay, good. All right.
Oh yeah.
So for those of you that have no idea that what we're up to, this is what we do. This is who we are. I forgot I got so distracted by all the shiny things that I forgot to do my share screen so that we could talk about all this stuff today. So there you go. So should we get into it? Should we just dive in and talk to everybody about why we're here today?
Let's
get into it.
Dive.
All right. So yes, we are with entertainment expert Chip Moehle and Brothers. We are reviewing the new and improved version of The Running Man, starring Glenn Powell. So let's dive into it. Anne, would you care to take us through our introduction?
I'd be happy to. So we are Anne and Janice Brothers. We are sisters. Our last name is Brothers. No, we are not twins, but we do share some brain stems. So
Totally.
there's that.
Yeah. Anne's older, so there was some leftover brainstem in our mother's womb, and so there you go.
There you go. We're in our 50s, Generation X, which means someone crocheted clothes for us. It was probably our Aunt Julie. So
I don't know. Grandma Brothers brought the crochet. She was a mad crocheter. So
yes,
you know,
yeah. So we had those vests that you see there in the picture if you're watching. Jenny and I had those vests, and I think Jenny even had a poncho. So
poncho, yeah, I did.
we talk about.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
Do you mind if I interrupt? I just want to take a second to talk about how much I miss a poncho, and I want ponchos to be a thing again, so that you can just walk into your local Walmart and get a poncho because I think they're stylish. Like Ann said, they hide a lot of sins, which is really what I'm after. And there's a lot of flexibility. You know, there's just something about wearing a poncho that's just liberating and satisfying, and I miss them. Please bring back
the
ponchos.
thing is, if it's made out of polyester yarn, as ours were, then they're real easy to keep clean. So
They are. Yeah, shit just slides right off. It's amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, anyway, I digress. I just wanted to talk about how much I love me a poncho. All right, Ann Brothers, take it.
Well, we talk about smart stuff and fun stuff and dumb stuff and any combination of the three. We are not cool, hip, or sexy. At least Jenny and I are not cool, hip, or sexy.
That's right. I am sexy.
Chip is cool, hip, and sexy. Yes, that's why he's not on the show all the time.
Exactly.
He's too sexy for the show. Yeah.
We know that we are not cool, hip, and sexy because we're not on Instagram. So you know, yeah. In theory, our podcast is, but I don't think we've ever posted anything on it. So there you go.
I don't really understand Instagram or how to use it or the point of it. Chip, do you know how to do Instagram? Can you teach me?
I had Instagram. I got rid of it. But yes, I could show you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that.
I don't know.
No, it's really like if you do it, you would just use it as a publicity tool. You know, like, hey, the show's going to be on Wednesday or Sunday night at 6. We're talking about blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So with a link.
Yeah.
I guess I could do that.
That's cool, hip, or sexy. I don't know.
Sounds,
anyway.
I don't know. But all the cool, hip, and sexy people use IG because that's what the cool, hip, and sexy people
IG,
call it.
yep. IG.
So, IG.
Okay.
So, yeah. But that's a good point, Ann. Well said.
All right. So we're not a true crime celebrity or influencer podcast. We are the comfort fit of podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
No explanation needed.
The sweet spot.
Exactly.
Are those? So you're talking like we're the elastic band pants of podcasts?
We're the one size fits all.
Uh-huh.
Or is it one size fits most? Because I see more of that than I see one size fits all anymore. I see a lot of one size fits most. So
this country is so litigious that, if it doesn't fit all of us, we got to follow suit. So
that is correct. So, you said all, and it doesn't fit me because I'm not all.
Bigger than a planet.
All right. So I guess we did have some explanation anyway. So in case you weren't sure. We've been told we're good to listen to when you want to learn things about stuff and to let you know what movies you should see in a theater and what movies you should see in an empty theater with a rowdy group of friends.
Amen.
Yes. It still is the best reason to go to the KP Cinemas in Kalamazoo because nobody's ever in there and it's amazing.
Well, and what was it? I'm sorry. I'll wait till we go on to the movie thing.
Okay. This podcast is not G, PG, or even PG-13 because the fucking amazing Chip Moehle is joining us today.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. So.
Fuck yeah. You can join us on our website, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Amazon Music. Like us, follow us, hit the bell, leave us a review, give us your feedback with our questions and answers and polls, and ask Alexa to play us. Jenny, we should interview Alexa sometime for the show.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Because Alexa tells jokes and stuff too.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Once we get our hands on the Thanksgiving Oreos, and interviewing Alexa. Yeah.
Interviewing Alexa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be really funny is that, Anne, if you and I came up with life coach questions for Alexa to answer for us.
I know, Jenny. It's got a lot of potential. She could be a reoccurring guest, All right.
My Alexa would just be like, get your life together, man.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah. So, okay. So if you were to ask Alexa, she would tell you to share your information about us, like us, follow, subscribe, leave a review on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Put the word out that we're going to interview Alexa, which is going to be the greatest ever. And right now, my Alexa has an English accent, so I love that.
Very good.
She's very English. She talks. She's like, currently the weather is 42 and windy. You're like, I had a girl. Thank you.
I'm so smart now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So yeah, share us, let people know that they can support us for absolutely free. You don't have to pay a dime. All you have to do is do those things and it's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's talk about this week's smart, dumb, and fun stuff. Chip, would you like to open it up?
Well, sure. My stuff was fun. Friday night, going to the dinner and a movie with the brothers, sisters. They're fantastic husbands and my nephew, Ben. It was a lot of fun. We had a good, nice meal beforehand. And then we saw this lovely movie. And that's what I was going to say was so funny was this was the one movie we've been to where there was actually a full theater.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt absolutely empty. Like we were the only people in the theater who were responding to this film. Everybody else was hypnotized or asleep. I don't really know what the hell it was.
Silent. It was in fact weird.
Yeah, we were just like, woo,
weird.
laughing, giggling, speaking. Everybody else, I swear to God, it was like they just put a bunch of mannequins in the seats. But so then the other fun thing was I went to Comic-Con on Saturday with my brother, my nephew, and his friends. And usually what that means is my nephew and his friends go frolicking about and do their thing. My brother and I walk up and down the aisles and look at all the stuff for a little while. And then we get a pretzel and we sit down and wait for the rest of the time.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. And what was interesting this time was they had 2 Broadway actresses there because they do voiceover work.
Mm-hmm.
So the woman who played the original Mimi in Rent was there, and Patina Miller, who played the witch in the most recent presentation of Into the Woods, was there. So it was kind of like, I was like, oh my God, there's like Broadway people here.
They call me Mimi. Sorry.
That's awesome. Well, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, Red didn't leave my CD player for a very long time in the 90s. So
Same.
that's all I know. Yeah.
Same.
Loved that show. So, yeah.
So yeah, that was my fun stuff.
Sweet. That's cool.
Mhm.
And
my smart thing was that I signed up for a turkey trot and the turkey burn at my gym. So, I am got my 6 visits. I'm going for 10, which is my t-shirt. And then Duncan and I are going to do the turkey trot. We don't run, we walk, but hey, it's fun. It's
totally.
So
it's
I
fun.
try to do
I've done a
turkey trot every year.
That's a great way to spend a Thanksgiving morning is going to a turkey trot. It really is fun.
Yeah.
For sure.
My dumb thing was after 7 months, I started my period again.
Bullshit. Yeah. That is bullshit. You're
so
50.
Dumb.
You're 56 years old. What the fuck, girl?
No, exactly. I was like, I told Duncan, I'm like, I'm not pregnant. So I used to describe this time of my life, because I've been in perimenopause now for probably 12 years. And I describe this part of my life as my going out of business sale. But this week it switched to fill a bag for $10 sale. Unfortunately, the only thing that's left is broken lamps and half-burnt candles and 8-track tapes. So, nobody's winning. Nobody is winning.
That is so glamorous. I'm like, who's cool, hip, and sexy? The brothers, sisters are cool, hip, and sexy.
Exactly. And then, of course, my fun thing was dinner and a movie with Jenny, Joe, Duncan, Chip, and Ben. I love that. I've been looking forward to that night since we planned it. So, it was super fun.
Yeah, that was the thing that kept me focused through conferences, because if you've ever sat through a parent-teacher conference, and I don't care what side you're on, it just sucks. Okay. Mm-hmm. The whole thing, it is archaic. So I'm glad that we got to do that, because it was just cool fun on Friday. Yeah. So, and I felt like a grown-up, because normally as a teacher, you go after school on Friday, you just go home and collapse and die. And so it was really nice to be like, no, not this week. I'm going out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, that was also my smart, dumb, fun thing this week, was going out with you guys and going to see this movie and going to Social House. Though I was a little bit I've been talking up the Social House for a while and talking up the steak charcuterie board, and though it still has wonderful flavors and stuff, you can tell that our current financial state in America is hitting that board because the steak gets smaller and smaller, and there's less and less on the board, and there's like so much bread now, So which I don't mind because I love bread, but there's a lot more bread on that board than before, and you're just like, oh, you're ruining everything. It's all getting ruined. So that hurt my feelings a little bit, but
Yeah.
beyond that, it was a really great night. And the Social House still makes the best old fashioned in the city of Kalamazoo. And like I said, that's high praise because I've had them all, and that is the best one in the city of Kalamazoo. So if you need something to do,
I couldn't remember. I knew it was. That's why I was like, "Are you going to order Manhattan?" Oh no,
well,
it's an old fashioned. It's an old fashioned.
Yeah, the Manhattan is actually a cousin of the old fashioned because they're both whiskey drinks. But I don't particularly like a Manhattan because Manhattan has vermouth in it, and I think vermouth sucks. So that's just a personal preference. What was I going to say? Okay, the one thing that you must get if you go to the Social House in Kalamazoo are the potato croquettes. Damn, those are delicious.
Okay.
So good. I just want them right now. And they give you like 4, and I want to get 4 orders all the time and just eat all 16 of them myself and tell Joe to like go someplace else because I want all of the potato croquettes, but then I end up sharing them.
So nice of you.
Sigh. I know, right? So anyway, that's my smart dumb fun stuff this week. Let's talk about the Running Man 2025, shall we?
Sure.
And you want to give the synopsis?
Sure, I'll give the synopsis. General Running Man information. In the not so distant future, angry as shit Ben Richards decides the only way to save his sick daughter is to be a contestant on the #1 rated show, The Running Man. He has 30 days to outwit, outthink, outrun the professional hunters and the general public who want to see him publicly executed on TV. However, unexpectedly, he becomes a fan favorite. Can he bring down the corrupt system that oppresses him and people like him, like us?
Oh,
thank you. This movie is starring Glenn Powell, Josh Brolin, Coleman Domingo, Lee Pace, Michael Sarah, William H. Macy, and Katie M. O'Brien. It was directed by Edgar Wright, who also gave us some Pilgrim guy takes on the world.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, and he did that trilogy.
He did the Cornetto trilogy, which I'm a massive fan of. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End. So I myself am a massive Edgar Wright fan. I think he's awesome. So, and I have enjoyed his movies very much.
Yeah, so he's a good director, and I don't think directing was this movie's problem. So there you go.
Not at all. So okay, well, so we are going to get down and dirty with some 9 questions. So the way it works, we're going to do this round style. I am asking Ann questions. Ann is asking Chip questions. Chip is asking me questions. So who shall kick it off, do you think?
I don't know.
Too bad we don't have a wheel we could spin.
Yeah.
Oh,
that would be fun.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and start it off. I'm going to ask a question. Jenny to Ann. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I actually had 6 questions for you, but I pared it down to 3. The first question is actually a 1 and a 1A. Okay, so this first one is just a yes or no question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
Do.
I didn't hate it.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I'll take that. All right, so you didn't hate it, and then let's go to question 1A. How does the new version compare to the Schwarzenegger version? Because that's what everybody really wants to know.
Well, this one is less sexist and less racist, so that's nice. Yeah, it's a little more cohesive than the other one. Better acting. Yeah. How does it?
So okay, so in terms of tone, talk about tone of these two, because for those of you that don't know, this movie was made originally in the 1980s. I want to say it was 87 with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Ben Richards and Richard Dawson as the villain. Chip, you're pointing. What do you?
And directed by Starsky of Starsky and Hutch fame.
Okay, there you go. Yes.
Um, this movie follows more of a train of thought, if that makes sense. The first one doesn't. It's just kind of like, oh, hey, we're rebels. Oh, hey, we have a love story. Oh, hey, here's a gratuitous females for somebody to kiss.
Yeah.
You know, so this had more of a story and a plot line and a reason for him to do this, and supposedly Arnold Schwarzenegger commits a crime. It's like in the first 2 minutes, he's like, "Oh, you're not going to commit this crime. You're out." You know, it's just like it's very cut. It's like cut and pasted. This one has more of a trajectory of kind of where it's going, how it gets there. It's more clever. You know, this movie is definitely more clever. It's better directed. The cinematography is better. It's a much better looking movie than the first one. That sort of thing. It's more relevant. I'd say it was trying to be more relevant to what we see today.
Agreed.
You know, it's like it feels like this could be 10 years from now. You know, that's we're already experiencing this sort of thing. There's already people experiencing this, and it's not going to be too much longer that more of us will be experiencing what this sort of discrepancy between the haves and the have-nots. So it does a much better job of portraying that than the first movie did.
Yeah.
Looks like we have some commentary from Chip's friend. He says that Glenn Powell is super hot, and that's all anyone really needs to know. Can't wait to see this movie. More about that in just a minute.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you. All right, Anne, I would like you now to ask your first question to Chip. Here it is.
Chip, who would you recommend this movie to?
Oh, that is really a good question. Well, I would recommend it to gay men like myself who want to see Glenn Powell in nothing but a towel for about 10 minutes. So
Wait,
there's
wait,
that.
hang on. Wait, hold that thought. Hang on, wait for it. Wait.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So yeah, it's super gratuitous in that moment, and he seems to be enjoying it. So hopefully that's the case, and he wasn't pushed into that, unnecessarily. It's funny. I want to say like guys who like action will like this film, but I don't think they will. I think it's a little too thinky. And while there is action, there's something about the action that's not that interesting. It's like I felt like we were kind of, and maybe this was on purpose, that we were kind of the television audience in a way watching it on TV. And at this point in the game, it's probably been on for a number of years, and everybody's just used to this is how it is. But I remember thinking, I don't know, I'm not that excited about this action. Like it's not really getting me going. So I'm not really quite sure who else would like it. I think anybody who likes a social message in their film, it wants to be entertained and have a social message. This is a good one for that. Yeah.
And what's interesting to me about what you said about the action is that Edgar Wright has done some really great, like if you watch the movie Hot Fuzz or the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the action in it's actually really great. He has a lot of really great action sequences, classic action sequences in Hot Fuzz, and then just some really great fight choreography in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So, yeah.
Well, I'll go back just for a minute. Like my favorite, the Michael Cera Home Alone section was the best, and the action was awesome. And you were like, yes. And then when it was done, you're like, why wasn't the rest of the film this exciting?
That's very true.
Exactly.
And just to be honest, like I know
Great
I sound
point.
like I'm coming off like I hated this movie. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment. All right, Chip, you didn't give me your questions ahead of time, so I'm going to type as we go.
Oh, okay.
All right, Chip, give me your first question.
What was your favorite portion of the movie? Because it was very portioned out.
Okay.
That's how I felt. You may not have felt.
No, I 100%
no,
agree with you.
I would agree.
and that's kind of how the first movie was too. I just felt they did a better job of connecting it all together than they did in the first movie.
I liked the early portion when he's auditioning for the show, and we're kind of learning about what that process looks like. And I like his interaction with his first interaction with Josh Brolin's character, the Killing character.
Yeah.
That was probably early in the show when we're all figuring it out together. And I think at that point there's still so much potential in this movie. I liked the part where there was still a lot of potential. I thought it was really interesting that where he's trying to, because I didn't really understand how the game kind of worked until you're like, oh, everybody can tell on him, and it's a giveaway when he tries to mail us things, so he's got to avoid that. So I enjoyed figuring it out while he was figuring it out. And for me, the movie was really, I was really interested in it until he gets past that scene where we finish with Michael Cera's character and he's sleeping in the house, in that one house, and I'm just like, And after that, everything was like,
Yeah.
so like I said, early in the film was the best part, I think, of the film.
Yeah, I even leaned over to both Chip and Duncan and said to them, I don't hate this movie early in the film.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't either. I thought it was
and I said,
good.
yeah.
I thought I was having a lot of thoughts and feels early in the movie because I don't feel like we're that far from this sort of thing in our society. I think it was really telling in the movie, and this is the part that I really kind of caught my attention, was how much we as Americans, especially if we are not billionaires, how much we rely on games to make money. Whether you're online gambling, whether you're doing lottery, whether you're going on some sort of game show, it's not a big leap to get to the point where people will start risking their life in order to make money. And that's super dark. So, yeah.
I agree. And I've said on this podcast too that reality television has been the downfall of this society.
Oh,
and
you ain't wrong.
Yeah, seeing that, and that this is the thing that we've come to distract everyone from what's actually going on, in that world, and potentially in our world as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, and so that's the part that and I'm still thinking about that. So it's like, obviously I didn't hate this movie because and obviously, unlike many movies that I've watched in the past, I actually keep thinking about this movie. So it left an impression, and that was the thing that I was a little bit surprised about.
Yeah,
right, go ahead, Ann.
Well, unlike most action movies, I wasn't forgetting it as I was watching it.
Fair enough. And maybe that's why we didn't like the action, because the action was too thoughtful, and you're like,
Yeah.
All right, so Ann, let's piggyback off that question by asking my second question to you. So, what surprised you in a good way in this movie, and what surprised you in a bad way in this movie?
It surprised me that I was enjoying it. I really thought I was going to hate this movie. We've seen a couple movies together, and I was like, we saw Gladiator 2. I walked out of that film so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting, I was like, well, maybe if I'm lucky, it won't be any worse than Twisters. And maybe it'll be better than Greenland, So that surprised me. It surprised me that it was more thoughtful. The humor was if not original, clever at least. I thought I was going to be annoyed with the angry white dude character, in the clip they show it all his only angry and swearing the whole time. I'm like, oh, how many times am I going to want to watch this guy flip off the television screen? It didn't surprise me in a bad way, but what I found, like, they made comments about things and then never came back to it. Like, okay, so if the TV can watch you, why is he watching TV? Can't the TV report where he is? Because they make a comment about that early in the film. It's like, well, I sell, William H. Macy's character is like, I sell all these old TVs because you can watch it without it watching you. And I'm like, well, then why is he watching TV if it can watch him? And
excellent point.
Yeah, so there was stuff like that I was like, And I was also, what surprised me is that they didn't think he would become a hero or become a favorite character. I'm like, people love that shit. We love it when somebody takes that initiative, and it surprises me that Josh Brolin's character wouldn't have realized that. Like, oh, this guy could be dangerous to what we are trying to maintain. And that surprised me that somebody that smart who's been doing this long enough didn't realize that. So that's
Didn't
kind of
just
surprised
kill him
me
along the
way.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
It's the arrogance.
yeah,
Yeah.
just that kind of, I was like, so there was some, and it didn't surprise me that the movie couldn't maintain itself. That didn't surprise me. What surprised me was that it maintained itself as long as it did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
So,
All right.
Chip,
Yeah.
very-
Okay. So
go
in a
ahead.
bad way. No, what surprised you in a bad way?
There's nothing that surprised me in a bad way because I wasn't expecting very much.
Okay.
Fair
So,
enough.
it's like I was like, if I would have been like, I was just talking with Jenny and Chip before we started the show about Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I love Guillermo del Toro. I hated Frankenstein.
Oh.
That movie disappointed me in many ways, because I
Ooh.
had great expectations for it. And this movie, I had none at all, other than I was hoping to see some, of Glenn Powell without clothes.
And that worked out
that
nicely.
Really well.
Check.
The one thing I was sad about is that the first movie, there's a big dance number. And I really, really wanted there to be a big dance number in this movie too. So there wasn't. So that surprised me in a bad way.
I'm sorry, Anne. I'm sorry that was so disappointing for you.
They did have the dancers, but it wasn't as
Yeah, it wasn't like a 3-minute dance number. Like
No, it wasn't like watching The Love Boat or Donnie and Marie. Yeah.
Well, let's face it. The '80s was, the solid gold
Spandex.
dancers set the
Yep.
tone for the '80s. So there will be dancing in the '80s.
in the
That and Love is a Battlefield. Okay, good.
exactly. All right.
All right. And this is your second question for Chip.
Chip, 3 things that you thought worked in this film.
3 things. The guest stars.
Mm-hmm.
Coleman Domingo, William H. Macy, Sean Hayes, the other people who I can't, Michael Cera, and even the woman who played his mother. I think the woman who played his mother was probably the best thing about the movie for me.
She was awesome.
She was incredible. 3 things that worked for me. That was 1. 2, it was engaging. The first 2/3 of the movie are very engaging. And fun. Like I said, even though the action is a little humdrum, it still pulls you along. Like you're still like, I want to go along with this. But like you said, there are moments like, like if the TV can watch him, why is he? Like, I kept thinking, if they've got these little spheres that fly around and can film them, then why are they making fucking videotapes and sending them in like this? Stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm going in the other direction. But I did. The first 2/3 of the movie really were sustained, and I was like, yeah. And then you get to the point where the woman comes in, and I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm just saying that's the point,
Right.
where it just goes, whoa.
Kind of stopped making sense at that point to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand this. I don't understand what this is happening anymore.
Originally, they sort of, I know why she's there, and they make the point very quickly. Why she's there and the point, and then it's like, okay, well, why is she still there, or why didn't she come into the film earlier?
Right.
Yeah.
So the other thing I really enjoyed was the take on the Kardashians, called The Americanos, with Debbie Mazar as the mother. And I was telling my friend JK, who was watching, I was telling him earlier, they actually used lines from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like, I've only watched 1 episode of that show, okay? And it was probably a decade ago, and it was when the little one, Kylie Jenner, had made a sex tape and it got leaked. And all the sisters were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And Kim Kardashian's had already been leaked at that point. And she's like, I totally know how it feels, and it's so upsetting. And Kris Jenner, for being such a dumb person, The only time as a mother that she said something smart, she goes, "Why don't you not make sex tapes?" And pretty much that's what Debbie Mazur says at one point in the film. And I was like, this is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Having the two daughters who are just like, "I hate you, just stop it, you're stupid." It was, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And
there's little sly moments like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I still have a third?
No, I think that was
that was it. That was all three.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. All right. So, Chip, what is your second question to me?
Well, now I'm did you have a favorite guest star in the show?
All right, I'm just typing that question out real quick. I'm adding it to the screen. I loved the dude that played. Okay, so in the original, in the Arnold Schwarzenegger version, you had Richard Dawson that played Killian, who was also the host of the show. So I liked, and I don't know his name. Was it Lee Pace, the guy who played the host of the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved him. I thought he was. I thought he, to me, anytime you needed a moment, he was right there. They're there showing him being all the things that make. All I could think of is, I'm like, this dude obviously works for Fox News, because that's what Fox News is to me. Fox News is this spinning. We're going to take this and we're going to make it come off as this, and he is the personality that can make that happen. And that's what Fox News is. Fox News is all these fucking personalities that make they're going to make you believe that all this shit is real. And I really liked his character, and I loved him at the end when he walks off. He's like, "Girl, you got to take care of this yourself," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's amazing."
Well, just to interject, because he's masked through the whole film, so you don't know who he is. And I kept thinking, okay, he's either going to be gay or transgender or a woman. He's going to be some marginalized society person, and it's going to surprise the fuck out of us.
Oh, no, I was talking about. Are we talking about the same character?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the guy that was the host.
Oh no, you're talking. Lee Pace was the masked guy.
Oh, Lee Pace was the masked guy. Yeah. I can't think of his
Coleman
name.
Domingo.
Coleman Domingo. Thank you. Yeah, I really loved him. I thought he was my favorite part of the whole movie. So, and his last bit with Josh Brolin, I thought was fantastic. Yes. Where they were like, they threatened him with a gun, and he was just like, "Bitch, please."
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, he was easily my favorite. I also did really like Lee Pace in this as well. He plays one of the hunters. He's the masked hunter, and we learn his story as we go. And I think they totally misused his character, but that's another story. So, but so that was easily my favorite. I also liked. I can't think of his name. He plays the one that gets killed first. He's in the trio Please Don't Destroy.
Yes,
and I enjoyed him very much too. Just that. Yeah, just that right amount of dumb. So love that.
Just a right amount of young white man dumb,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, what could possibly go wrong? I got this. Hey, look at me. I'm on the Running Man. Hey, don't you want my autograph? Hey, yes. All right, Anne.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you ready for your next question? And like I said, I did 6 questions for you. So theoretically, I'm jumping question 3, 4, and I'm jumping right to question 5.
Okay.
Here it is. Better villain,
Ooh.
Richard Dawson or Josh Brolin?
Good.
Go.
Richard Dawson.
Have to agree.
Okay.
Richard Dawson. Josh Brolin did an excellent job. I thought it was a good villain, but man, I kind of thought Richard, because I rewatched the movie last week, the first one, and I saw it in like 90, on VHS, and I barely remember it, and I remember thinking, was he just going to be like he was on, Family Feud, kind of half drunk and slobbering on women? And
non-consensually kissing women.
Exactly. I'm like sexually harassing people, but his role was tight. He kept that film together. He's the only thing that really kept that film cohesive was his character. He did a great job. And so he didn't have to, Richard Dawson had to work way harder than Josh Brolin did to make that movie work. So,
yeah. Chip, it sounds like you feel the same.
I do. Because I was telling my nephew, I said, Richard Dawson had been an actor. You know, he was on Hogan's Heroes and at the time, was not getting any work. So he became a television host and was beloved. And the kissing thing was his signature, and everybody was okay with that for some strange reason.
It was the 80s.
And
and I'm on TV.
yeah, and I think the thing was, if you went on the show, you knew that was going to happen, so just prepare for it. But then to have him come out and play a game show host who was so
ruthless,
well thought out. I mean, like he had every scenario in his head. He was cruel. He was always a step ahead. And so to see him play against type, essentially, and there is even a moment where he was like, "You got to give me a big kiss" or something in the original. And I thought that was kind of funny. But Josh Brolin did do a good job, but I just have to say this. Hunger Games. So Stanley Tucci's character, who plays the game show host, has the big teeth, and Josh Brolin has the big fake teeth. And I'm like, did nobody say, by the way, that's been done?
Yeah.
Like,
excellent point.
Yeah.
Excellent point. Yeah, I would totally agree that I thought Richard Dawson was way better. He just, like you said, Ann, he kind of held everything together. I thought he was amazing in the first one. And again, it was like so surprising. So love that. All right. So Chip, you got, this is your last question to Chip. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question.
Chip,
all right, here it is.
Okay. If you could change one thing to make this a better movie, what would it be?
A better plotted and scripted ending. This felt very much like this is really working, guys. This is really working. And then somebody went, you know what? We're at an hour and 55 minutes. And they went, oh, okay. Cut to the end. And, I mean, what they did was interesting, and they set it up earlier in the film, but it just was like, oh, it let you down. It felt like you've been on this ride with these characters for, an hour and 45 minutes or whatever at that point. And then suddenly they were just like lifting you out of it. And I was like, no, like I'm going to follow this guy to the end. And you really don't see him again. Like you get somebody with a mask over his face who you assume is him. But, it kind of becomes like the end of those movies in the 80s, like Animal House, where they're like, like Ben Richards grew up to become the president of University of Michigan, so-and-so, like 9 to 5 did that too, that's kind of how the ending felt. I think if they had maybe taken a little bit out of the beginning of the film and made the ending a little bit longer and scripted it better, I would have been so much more satisfied.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Yeah, the ending of this movie sucked. Bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going, and like it's a big, exciting moment. And you're like, what the hell is going to happen? And then somebody comes ripping through the screen and starts giving you a bunch of exposition. And you're like, oh my God, this is like writing 101. Like, why didn't you just do fucking voiceover that? Just go to black and voiceover it for us. I mean, that might have been easier.
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay.
You're back.
Yep, you're back. All right, Chip, what's your last question for me?
So I have a last question, and then I have a bonus question.
Oh, yay, bonus questions. I love those.
Your last
I'm ready. Let's go.
Is, any comparisons between the original? You kind of asked this of Ann, but I think you read the book, correct?
Long time ago.
Okay.
Long time ago, yeah.
I'm going to say any comparisons between the original and this, and or the book that you found, or that you liked, enjoyed, didn't like.
All right. I'm going to go with the original because I've seen the original like 6 times. Because the truth is, I have enjoyed the original. I know, as bad as it is, I'm a sucker for a Schwarzenegger movie. Sucker. I love them all. We have to get out of here. We have to get to the chopper.
I'll be back.
So I'll be back. And that's the one thing. There is nothing other than the same story that you can compare to the book. There really isn't. You can't compare the original Running Man to the book The Running Man. They are 2 entirely different animals. The original, if I need a little comparison to the 80s, then I go and watch the original because the 80s lives in the original Running Man. It's
Oh,
there.
it's so
Like you said, and and it's not a good movie. It's racist, it's sexist, the story's terrible, the special effects are lame. The everything is cheese and camp. It's like it's cheese camp, okay? So, you know, it's and that's one of the reasons I love it. And it's because it's it's just one of those things where they have like all the different villains are so hilarious. They're all,
it's like
decked out
Batman
in their dumb.
villains. Yeah.
Yeah, they're Batman villains. They're all decked out in their stupid costumes, and that's half the fun for me. Is the ridiculousness of it. And so, this movie is truer to the book, but like The Long Walk, which we just saw a couple months ago, they fucked up the ending. They fucked it up. So, um, that this newer version, of course, is truer to the source material. It's darker. It's more realistic. There's no cheese and camp in this version of it. But I also really liked that part, especially that first 2/3 of it. But the um, the original Running Man from the 80s is so stupid, and it's just I'm like, put your brain in neutral, watch the dumb.
I have to be
It's
honest.
full of bad one-liners. I'm
Oh yeah.
like, full of bad. You should cool off. Stupid stuff like that. Don't lose your head.
Don't lose your head.
Mhm.
I don't remember all of them. And one of the things I did like is that they did more with some of the periphery characters in the original Running Man. When he's running with the nerd and the black guy because this is what we do in the 80s. Black man can't be a leading man, but he can be the number one. So, I did like that. I liked that he had a little bit more of a support system in the first movie, but the second one is way better. It's way better. There's no doubt about it. So
It's funny. I literally just finished the first one before we went on the air here. And when I got done, I thought, yeah, this was so much stupider, but I am far more entertained.
Yeah.
And it's quick. I mean,
yeah, it's like
the one we
80
saw
minute
it was
movie.
2 hours and 15 minutes. And that was a complaint. Like,
Mhm.
you could easily have cut 25 minutes out of this film.
It was far too long.
But yeah, and then just kind of here's our tropes. We've decided not to make Glenn Powell's character, tough and strong and big like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but we have wimpy dork and your friendly neighborhood lesbian, accompanying him. And it's like, oh, for Christ's sake. And does nobody in these situations think, let's team up? Let's just all go alone and get our fucking. I mean,
and that's one of the things I did like about the first movie is that they do team up. And they team up, and like the nerdy dude ends up being very important because he breaks up the communication system and infiltrates the network and all this sort of stuff. And and he has his job in the movie, and so. We don't really see that, and that was something that was disappointing to me. I'm like, well, okay,
I
I
didn't
guess
need
that's the
those
way it's
two
going to be.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
You didn't need him at all.
I did the overall message of media messing with everything to manipulate people. I thought was fantastic. My bonus question for you is: does Glenn Powell bring the star power?
Oh, that's a great question. I think he does. I like Glenn Powell. I think he's a solid actor. I don't think he's like Tom Cruise crazy, but I think he has the potential to be. He's super charming, and I have liked him in everything I have seen him in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he does have star power because he's so doggone likable. That's the best way I can say it is that the dude is likable. There's, my one complaint about him in this movie is that I did not believe for 1 second that he was angry.
Right.
He's too nice. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I don't believe it for a second. I'm like, you needed somebody that was like the one I could think of, the one who I believe plays angry so great is John Berthnall. I love him because he just pulls off angry so well. I would have loved to have seen him in this movie.
Without
because Glenn Powell has such a pleasing face and he's so cute and he's just like I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not angry, buddy. You're
He's
fine.
practically
It's
a golden
okay.
retriever. You know,
Yeah.
it's
He
like,
is. It's like he is.
boy.
He is. I think he will be a big star. But he needs to be in roles where he's not playing some angry guy. I'm not buying it.
No, I agree. And I think,
So who's the angry
think
guy
this
you're
is-
talking about?
pardon?
Who's the angry guy you're
Oh,
talking
John
about?
Bernthal.
John
He was in
Bernthal,
The
he played
Walking
Shane
Dead
in Walking Dead. He played
first
Shane.
season. He was sleeping with Rick Grimes' wife,
Oh yeah, he does play angry.
and he plays the Punisher.
But I don't think he has the star power that Glenn Powell has.
He does
I think-
not.
Yeah,
He does
I
not.
agree.
He would have been amazing in this role, and they needed somebody with, because right now Glenn Powell is on fire. He's in
Yeah.
everything, and I don't have a problem with that because I
Yeah.
enjoy him very much. But yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
so
Well, and yeah, I think this was the right next step for him.
I want to see John. I want to see
Yeah.
Glenn Powell playing a fireman.
Oh God, they talked about that. They
Or a
talked about
cowboy.
Oh, yay.
They're gonna redo that Ron Howard fire movie.
Oh,
Back
And
to-
I'm like, okay, why would you redo that? That movie was stupid. Like,
It was so bad.
do another movie with him, but stop remaking these films. And Glenn Powell, stop being in remakes.
exactly. Be in
For the
your
love
own
of God.
Yeah.
Twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
be in a
Twisters,
rodeo
this-
film.
What?
Be in a rodeo film or a
Yes.
He would be a,
Yes.
Glenn Powell is rodeo guy.
Or
Yeah.
you know, he could be in like a Cormac McCarthy adaptation. They could remake
Yeah.
all the Pretty Horses with him.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
be
now we're
cool.
talking. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the kind of, because I see him more as a romantic lead, or even
Yeah.
a comic lead more than I see him as an angry action guy. It's just not. I don't. Yeah.
The first time I ever saw him was like a decade ago on a Ryan Murphy show called Killer Queens. I can't think of what it was called. It was one of his serial killer shows, and there was a bunch of sorority girls and Jamie Lee Curtis and and he was
I
like
remember
this.
that. Yeah.
He was like this dumb fraternity guy who might have been gay, like would say gay stuff to his best friend, and then was like, like, no way, man. And but he was the only reason to watch that show.
I think I remember seeing
Scream
him in
Queens.
that.
That's what it's called. Scream
Yeah.
Queens.
Yes.
And yeah, the show was stupid, but he was so good in it.
Yeah, and I'm like, he had a somewhat small role in Hidden Figures. He played John
Yes.
Glenn, and I loved
He
him in
played
that.
John
I'm like,
Glenn.
you can't take your eyes off him because he's
Yeah.
adorable.
Well, I remember
So
thinking,
I think in that respect.
there's got to be bigger movies for him than this. Like, that's such a tiny,
Yeah.
tiny role.
Yeah.
So
And I loved him in Top Gun. I thought he was awesome in that.
I have to
Again,
see.
another remake.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, enough with the remakes.
Yeah, but he was great in that.
But yeah,
So, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would say overall, if we're talking about this movie, I would say the first 2/3 is great. The ending's a mess. I would say I don't know if I would see it on the big screen, but I definitely would say, hey, if you're home and you want something to stream, take a look at it for sure.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't think this is one you necessarily have to see on the big screen. And that it would be just as entertaining, if not more, watching it on your home television.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it'd be I think it'd be way more entertaining at home. In fact, I probably would rewatch it. So
Yeah, the ending might be.
Yeah, honestly, I probably will.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I know when to stop watching it. I'm like, oh, time to stop watching it. Time to go
Time to
dust or vacuum or clean my toilet. So there we go. So I'm not afraid. There we go. Do we have any other final thoughts and ideas about the updated version of The Running Man?
no,
That magical towel that he had. I mean, that thing had to be super glued onto him because there was
Yeah,
no
the
way that
scene-
a towel wrapped around your waist would not fall off, doing all the things he was doing during
fall
that.
open. Come on, it'll at least fall
I mean,
open.
you got to see a little ass, in the beginning of that
Mhm.
scene.
That nice cut mark up front. It's like
Yeah.
wear that towel a little bit lower. And let's be honest, he's at a cheap, flop house motel. Those towels are like
Yes.
this big.
Oh, I will say this about the movie. My nephew brought this up. It was so funny. He goes, I kind of wanted a little more neon. And it's like, well, then you need to watch the original because
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's so much neon in the
But he said
original.
what he really liked about it was the tone of it, the grittiness of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was like, it was a little closer to, say, like a Blade Runner
Mhm.
or something like
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That-
it-
The cinematography in
it's
this
a
film
bleak.
is far better.
Yeah, it's sort of a bleak and dirty look at the future, and that's yeah.
That was
That's
the
what it
thing
is.
that was confusing to me in the beginning because, he comes walking in and he's kind of dirty and scuff, and his wife and daughter look made up, and the hair looks fantastic, and I'm kind of like, what is happening here?
Shiny.
Yeah. So, well,
All right. Good job.
all right.
Leah.
So there you go. Excellent work, you guys. Well done, everybody. Thank you for spending an hour or so learning things about stuff with the brothers, sisters, and crack entertainment expert, Chip
Thank you.
Mealy. Remember, we would love to hear from you. JK, thanks for joining us today and
Thank you,
giving us some
JK.
comments. Yes, indeed. Remember, we want to hear from you. Answer our poll questions. Give us your questions, concerns, comments, and confessions. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Remember, you can support the Brother Sisters for absolutely free. All you have to do is like, follow, leave a review, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Put the word out. Tell your friends to watch us, or whether you like the show or dislike the show, tell them to watch us anyway. So
If you
sharing
like
is
it,
caring.
share this episode with a friend.
That's right. Do it.
Exactly.
Share our podcasts, our live shows, social media, please, and thank you. Huge shout out today to Chip Mealy for joining us. Always a pleasure, Chip. You
I
bring it
always
every
love doing
time.
these with you guys. Thank you so much for
Yay!
having me.
So fun.
Yes. So thank you for being on with us and giving us excellent crack entertainment insights.
I'm excited for next week.
Yes.
Yeah. Join us next week when we are joined by Jim and Tammy Peters, our Gen experts, as we decide on the Mount Rushmore of 1980s music videos. It is our homage to the demise of MTV Music Television. It's going out. Might already be gone. But anyway. So yeah, there you go. That's what we're up to. So anyway, we want you to get out there. I am Janice Brothers, and with me is my sister.
Hey, brothers.
And crack entertainment expert.
And Vogue Machine. Chip
And
Mealy.
Vogue Machine, Chip Mealy. That's right, you guys. Get out there, do something smart, do something dumb, do something fun. We are out of here.